All right, we're going to part 4. And in part 4, I will just make a reference to Aranya Kanda. This is in the Ramayana. Now, from Ramayana, I will analyze Aranya Kanda. Okay? Now, page 471 to page 492 presents 12,000 years. Right? Last 1,000 years are divided. They give it 1 hour and an hour and a half, 900 years. Now, page 484, last 100 years were cut up into 100 pieces. This is what the Ramayana is saying. In Aranyakanda, Ram took Sita to 12 buildings, 48 times in 100 years. Now, how to check it? They're giving you buildings. So you will see that they have 48 buildings. In the same Aranyakanda, they have 48 buildings listed. So you know that he went to these 48 stops he made at this 12 buildings. So he went 4 times each. And to check the time, how did he do it, and how to know that they did it in 100 years, you check feet. In the washing ram feet or whatever, you check feet. Feet mean time. And it will tell you how many times, and every feet is a year. So you get 100 feet, which is 100 years. So this is how to analyze and to know from Ramayana how many times he travels. So Aranyakanda present 48 times. He went to the 12 buildings. But in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they present, each one present the 12 buildings. They went once. Okay? So that is to distinguish between the 2 books. Now, Journey through Lanka, the forest. This is the forest is the 12 buildings. 12 buildings are located in Middle East and Europe. Journeys are metaphorically located in forests of India. So they're referring to India, but in fact they are in the Middle East and Europe. Traveling through Lake of Fire is the Arabian desert, written as is going through lakes, rivers, and trees of forests in India. Mark presents one visit to each of 12 billions and 100 years. So anybody can do that. As I told you, this whole thing is mathematics and science, and nobody dip into that. And they're only talking about the spiritual world. Right. Well, all right. I present the East, how to distinguish the buildings, but I wouldn't go through it. So East is 3 buildings. West is the 3 pyramids in Egypt. North, which is Rome. Caesarea Philippi is referring to the 3 buildings there. And south is Arabia, where the Muslims have the Kaaba. This is a building, one of the buildings of the 12 buildings that were constructed by Ram, Hindus, the entity Ram. Okay? So, in Luke 12:59, while explaining south, you see they have south and north and whatnot, meaning Arabia. They also have that they're teaching them the court system. Did Christians know anything about court? And if you go to read these verses, Luke 12:55 to 59, it's teaching you about the court system. So I want to know how these Christians invented these things. You understand? When the Hindus presented that to them.